This man is about to lose his life simply because he asked a question. So for the purpose of this video, we just refer to him as traveler because he was obviously traveling. So in the course of his travel, he happened to pass by a town that no one lives there anymore, a town that has been destroyed. So he was wondering because he knows something for sure. It is Allah that brings everything dead back to life. So he was wondering, how can Allah bring such a destroyed land, such a destroyed town back into existence? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him an answer instantly at that moment. And mind you, not a theoretical answer, but rather a practical answer. So the answer to what he was wondering happened right before his eyes. So all of a sudden, traveler falls unalived. His body becomes soulless and lifeless. But he wasn't gone forever because Allah has other plans for him. The plan Allah has for traveler was he was going to be away for a period of 100 years and then he shall be resurrected back to life. Do you actually know how long 100 years is? Like 100 years ago was 1924. That was like 36 years before Nigeria even got her independence, and Nigeria today is 64. So it's quite a very long time. Anyways, after 100 years, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala resurrected traveler, and traveler was now living after he has been unalived for a period of 100 years. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then sent someone to question traveler, who we just call messenger. So messenger asked traveler, how long do you think you've been away? And then traveler was like, I don't know, maybe a day or half a day. And the messenger was like, nah, you've been away for 100 years. And traveler was like, because it's quite shocking. It's just like going to sleep and then after you wake up, someone is telling you you've been asleep for 100 years. You'll be shocked, definitely. That is not even the most shocking part, because traveler, while traveling, he was carrying some food and some drink to help him across his journey. So messenger told him, look at your food and look at your drink. Nothing happened to his food and drink after 100 years. His food is still eatable and his drink is still drinkable after 100 years. Oh, it doesn't stop there, because traveler was actually traveling with his donkey, but unfortunately his donkey was unalived and it perished and decomposed. The only thing remaining was the bones of the donkey. But then traveler is about to witness the greatest moment of his life. So messenger told traveler, look at your donkey. And then traveler looked, and the only thing he could see was, of course, the remaining pieces of the bones of his donkey. But then right before his eyes, these bones started recollecting, and before you know it, they form a skeleton of a donkey. And the muscles also start emerging, and then the whole skeleton was covered with muscles. And then right before his eyes again, flesh covered the entire muscles, and before traveler's own eyes, his donkey that has perished and the only thing that was remaining was the pieces of its bones is now back to life and living again. So he pretty witnessed resurrection happening right before his eyes. I mean, this could blow anyone's mind. Then and only then, traveler become convinced that indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can bring life to something that has been lifeless. Then he says, أَعْلَمُ أَنَّ اللَّهَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٍ. He says, now I know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is capable of doing anything or everything. The end. So what are the lessons that we can derive from this story? Firstly, if you are uncertain about something or you do not know something, don't feel shy to ask. Asking is an essential aspect of seeking knowledge. Secondly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is capable of doing anything and everything. There is nothing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is incapable of doing, because He is the all-powerful and the almighty. And then finally, from this story we can learn that resurrection and judgment are indeed true. At the end of the world, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will resurrect everyone that has ever lived, and then He will judge us for what we've done during our time on earth, where some of us will head to paradise and then others will head to hellfire. So yeah, this is actually the first episode of stories from the Quran, and more stories will be coming inshallah on this page. So do feel free to follow so you wouldn't be missing the upcoming episodes inshallah. And yeah, drop a like, drop a comment, and then share with someone who will benefit from this inshallah. And I will see you on the next one. Ma